In March this year, Voice for Justice UK held a conference called The Case for Christian Freedoms, 800 Years Since Magna Carta. And really we were just looking at the growing restrictions that there are on general freedoms in the society today, like freedom of speech, freedom of belief, freedom of conscience, but especially on Christian freedoms. So we wanted to examine the basis for how these rights had emerged, the background to Magna Carta, the philosophical basis to rights, the religious basis to rights, the ideological struggle that's going on in society today that is a real threat to Christian freedoms, and two, to look at some of the real practical problems seen in some of the cases that have come up in the last few years. Well, I'm CEO of Voice for Justice UK, so initially this was just intended as a book of the conference, the talks given at conference. So we got together with Wilberforce, who agreed to co-publish with us, and it's grown actually, because as well as the basic conference talks, there are now a couple of other chapters included too. So it really is a very comprehensive look at the basis and origins of Magna Carta, the effect on our country, and human rights, the situation as it's grown up through the last few hundred years, and the situation today. So I was instrumental in drawing together the contributors, and I've contributed a chapter myself, which was a great privilege, and it's been enormous fun working with everybody who's been involved. And personally, I've actually learnt an amazing amount from each one of them. It's very inspiring and informative, and I do recommend it to people.